writes, I think it's great that celebrities have stopped raping each other long enough to tell us how to live. With all the stuff that's going on.
You know what? It's so true, man. The thing is with weapons, right? It's like I said, like I'm not a huge advocate of them, but I'm not against them either. In the right hands, they're fine. But the thing is, I understand how the Americans think. A lot of them do because it's about protection from a tyrannical government.
Sure it is, yeah.
And because they understand, you take the guns and you instill more, you put in more laws, and then next thing you know, the government not just takes away guns, they start taking away freedom of speech and all that stuff. I mean, you see these in other countries. This happen where you start removing. But the problem is these people should understand too. Yeah, we got guns, but maybe we should, be more respect. We want to keep them. We should use them only, as on the range and possibly self-defense if it gets down to that, and hunting for sure. But
my girlfriend's dad just shot a 6-point buck the other day, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Here's the thing. The way I see it too, we're talking about all this crazy with the gun stuff, like hunting's one of them. I remember like my dad was a hunter as a kid. I got to shoot rifles and stuff at a young age. I learned how to respect them at a young age what's up, buddy? I learned to respect them at a young age. So I think when kids get to
round two,
buddy.
Yo, Dan's got his guns right here in the boxing ring right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think if more kids were taught, even at a very young age with weapons, how to hold them and understand and respect them, that would definitely help a lot of things. Because when you give kids adult responsibility as a young age, they seem to kind of feel, they feel good about themselves, I remember getting my first knife I must have been no more than 5 or 6 years of age. When I got my first knife, it was a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But how many kids could you give this pocket knife to nowadays? Like, they're running around stabbing each other. It's just they just don't learn how to, I guess respect themselves and stuff like that. So
I
don't know. Like I said, with weapons, you just gotta be cautious, gotta be careful. But I mean. Think about these weapons too. Yeah, here's the other thing about weapons. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought again because Dad's laughing at Dan. Tearing the place apart. Oh man,
you know what? I'm gonna put him in the main window for this. You gotta get Dan in the main window while he's fiddling around.
Oh, great! So you're pushing me to stage.
Hey Dan, how's it going?
Even though you guys could be talking all this shit,
I can't hear you, Dad,
and I can't hear what the hell you guys are saying. That's fine.
But you might as well talk to me. I can't hear what he's saying.
Okay, no.
No.
Okay. So, I lost my train of thought now.
You were saying the thing with giving kids adult responsibility.
Yeah, responsibilities. I actually had a conversation about this today. I had an audition with another guy regarding about adult responsibility as a young kid and stuff that you can learn to But no, one thing like celebrities got here's the issue right now with a lot of these celebrities and people in Hollywood. If we look at percentage-wise, I believe that the profits in Hollywood are down about 16% this year.
Oh, this year alone.
Yeah, this year alone, and it's dropped. And I really think the one of the the factors is the fact that so many celebrities are going off telling people oh, if you vote for this certain person, blah 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 blah, you're you're undesirable or whatever you want to call them.
Deplorable.
Like, deplorable. Here's the issue. Your job as an actor is to provide entertainment. And when people who, especially, you got they see people, most people on their deathbed, 9 out of 10 people wish they had done something different. Meaning that the majority of people who are going to work aren't really going to work that they love.
We have audio.
There you go. All right. So, but most people are going to work not really, maybe not really enjoying what they do, but they do it to raise their family and they got money and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So when they go see a movie, and these are these hardworking Americans, even Canadians, blue collar people, at the end of the day, when they go see a movie, they want to escape. They don't want to have to be told that they're shit from the same people that they go watch on a movie. You know what I mean? At an award show. And like in my family with like, for example, politics and voting, it was like my dad or my mom, we never told, like, if you could ask them who they voted for, and they said, we're not going to tell you. But my parents never knew who they voted for either. Like my mom didn't know who my dad voted for, and my dad didn't know who my mom voted for, because it was just one of those things, the family go, you vote personally for who you think is best. But then you got, a lot of these celebrities up on stage going deplorables and this and that. And it's just like, you don't know people's individual life experience to be able to, paint everyone with the same picture, and that's kind of unfair to these people. So it pisses people off, and then they don't want to go support your movies. And guess what? These are the people who are supposed to support you. So when it comes to politics and certain things, you just keep it at home. You know what I mean? You want to just try to, at the end of the day, they try, talk about how there's so much more division and separation and all this crap in Hollywood, or like in America right now. But it's like, well, like the people themselves are causing the division, really. You're pissing people off, but then people will just get off in their little fits, and they're blaming other outside circumstances for how they're treating other people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Really, that you at the end of the day, you're creating your own life, and you treat people how you want to be treated. But like blaming, a political figure or anyone else for this, the separation or, it's division, it's foolish, because you're basically saying that someone else has the power over you. Like, why would you ever want to admit that? That's a way of admitting that people have power over you.
Absolutely. I just want to say one thing. Robert, if you're watching, can you shoot Dan an email and do some troubleshooting with him? Because we want to get him on camera. This show is Murray's and Dan's. I produce off camera, and now I'm on camera today helping out. But I'm glad to be your guest today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I wish I could be, chat with both of you.
Thank you for coming on,
but,
Jace. Really
Dan, stay on. But Robert, I'll try to help you via email or something. We'll try to get you working. So no, but interesting thing about the whole political argument now. I don't know if you've heard about the I'm wearing my red poppy, even though it's not Remembrance Day anymore. Mm-hmm. But have you heard of the White Poppy campaign?
Vaguely. Is this something from a couple of years ago, or is it now?
Yeah, it started a couple of years ago, but this is one of those ugly things that just hasn't gone away yet. It's really these people who try to think the red poppy glorifies war, and I think it really has come out recently, like when we've been going to war with like Al Qaeda, the Taliban, now ISIS, and like people might interpret that as racist, which I think is kind of foolish. But it's this whole White Poppy campaign. It drives me nuts. Absolutely nuts. I do encourage you to look it up, actually. And
so tell me, what's a White Poppy campaign? What is a White Poppy?
They say they support the troops, but not the war. But no troops. I don't think the Legion or anyone supports it. And if you're selling another poppy, if I come out with a blue poppy and say, oh yeah, it supports the Navy, but it's not supporting the entire Legion, it's not supporting the charity organization that it does. It's not, even if the blue poppy supports police, who you and I both support, and as does Dan, if you could say, it's still not appropriate, because you're taking away from the organization of the Legion that does a lot of good.
Exactly. Well, that and a white poppy, that's white supremacy. My social justice warrior senses are tingling.
You would, Captain Planet.
But, fucking crazy, man. Yeah, this whole world's crazy, but I mean...
So tell me, like, what's the reasoning?
Oh, it says Dan's working fine right now. Dan, we can't hear you, though. Speak up.
I can hear him fine.
Dan?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, I hear him, but he's so quiet.
Really?
I hear you fine, loud and clear.
Can you hear me fine? Can you hear me fine? Murray, can you hear me fine?
I hear you fine, dude, like loud and clear.
Oh, then keep him going. I just won't hear him.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I was asking you the question, Jason.
What if you put your other earbud in?
That's a good call. That's a good call. Go ahead, Dan.
Left and right.
I was asking you the question.
No.
Didn't help.
I'm going to leave and come back. Maybe that'll work.
Okay. Uh-oh.
So, bro, tell me what's going on right now. I never got the invite. And
no, we're just... No, it's all good, buddy. We are just here. Can you hear him, Jason?
Dan?
Yeah.
Dan?
Yeah, can you hear me?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's so weird. Hold on.
Let's talk. Okay. Try again?
Yeah. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. No.
Very faint.
Huh.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
he's loud and clear on mine, man. So
that's strange. Anyway,
no, what we were talking about, Dan. What we did. We were just basically we didn't have an official guest on, so we just said we're going to hop on. We're just going to do a free for all. Just get into some current events, talk some stuff, talk some shit, and just kind of like whatever.
Okay.
Now, I do want to try to get Justin Perry on again. I know we had issues with him trying to connect with.
If he shows up tonight, then that's totally cool. We can talk with him. I mean, it's up to him. It's not a big deal, so we can do it at any point. But I'm rocking my Batman hat for the like I said, the Justice League premiere.
You know what you should do, Murray? I'll put it on my thing too. Is you should put it on your Instagram use Facebook more. Just go on your Facebook right now and you should post, say, join us at sia.live. Just join the show if you have any questions or anything like that. If you want, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll go on there right now as we talk.
On Instagram.
Instagram.
Huh? Yeah, just in case anybody's thinking. And let's just go through the full.
I loved your Instagram tab about unfollowing all those idiots and doing some push-ups. It was
buddy.
Good tip.
You unfollowed.
That's a very good tip, man.
Anybody?
Dan, how many of them did you unfollow?
Push-ups?
No, how many Instagram idiots, those model girls, did you unfollow?
That was Brooke, bro.
He's still following them.
Oh yeah, somebody gotta like those photos.
Oh, Keska.
Comment the eggplant emoji. Like, come on now.
Oh, Keska, fuck.
I don't know what that is.
What's going on?
What the fuck? Oh, I hit the wrong Facebook. I just reactivated my old fucking my old account.
Stick to the weight room. That's why.
No, now I gotta. You.
Somebody activate the lunk alarm right now. That's about to go on Roid Rage.
I don't want to be on. It's so funny because when you do it, it says, "Are you sure you want to deactivate your account?" It has all like these people that are on your. They're gonna miss you.
That's funny.
It's like, get out of here. Ain't nobody gonna miss me. There we go.
All right, I'll put it on my Instagram as well then.
Yeah, I had a 1 second here. I'll go to my other account. I have like the private account that I run. They use the fan page where you can guys follow me and I can tell you how to live your life and hate guns and that you're deplorable.
Vote for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that crazy old hag.
Yeah, she's terrible. I was watching something on. I was watching something, and they called her a satanic witch, and someone said that's about right. Yeah, if the pointed shoe fits. Jeez.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's funny to me though. All these people who are like, oh, they're coming out against Kevin Spacey. Don't get me wrong. He's if it's true, he's a scumbag. I'm sure it is true But what about Bill Clinton? All the same people who covered it up are now like, oh no, it's fine. It's just double standards, man. Yeah. Dan, you live in the U.S. What's it like now? What's the climate like in L.A.? Is everyone afraid to ask anyone out?
What do you mean? On a date?
Are we going to hear a scandal about you, Dan?
What do you mean, ask out? What do you mean?
I mean, are we going to hear a scandal about you in Hollywood now? You're in L.A.
Regarding what? Like, what do you mean?
Well, because you're in L.A. and you're a pervert.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean with with women and all this crap? No, I'm very open. I just admit it. I'm not trying to be politically correct about it. I'm like,
I still can't hear him very well. He's so faint to me, and you sound loud and clear, man.
Weird.
So weird.
I don't know what to say. Well, can people, like, if somebody's listening or somebody, can they hear me at least? I'm going to put it on my Instagram right now. Which I say, join us on...
Yeah, do that, dude.
www.cya. Tell me, Mer.
So I don't have a beard. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. cya.live/event/198/live.
Okay. Who's calling in?
Well, for the
Someone's calling in.
Oh, no, I'm asking you. You're trying. You should give the link to some people. Oh, I thought you were. That's what I thought you were doing. Sorry.
He's putting it on Instagram.
Oh, my brother's watching. He just said, "I can hear that, dude." Andrew, you're watching. Thanks, dude.
Dude. Okay.
I don't know why it wasn't. It wasn't.
Since we're on the topic of perverts, you know what my dad said to me like last week?
What's that?
So when are you gonna let Harvey grope you up? So
Harvey Grove.
Oh, shit.
I have a feeling he'd be.
I like him.
Yeah, he goes. When you gonna let old Harvey there grope you up to get a big movie role?
Oh, that's
I just feel like if he was talking to you, he'd be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and some of you. You want to watch me masturbate? You don't say no to me. You don't say no to me."
Well, clearly, you've been practicing, bro. You took your dad's advice pretty seriously.
Hey, I got grilled cheese under my left titty for you.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna say, just so anybody that's watching, you can see what really happens when people are actually being real about putting an Instagram story.
So go back to the Hulu thing that we started with. What were you actually filming in Montreal?
Okay. I was filming a show called The Looming Tower, which is on Hulu. It's a new Hulu show. There's not much I'm really allowed to talk about other than that. And I was a CIA operative who helps take down some dudes. So it's kind of like my role, but it's actually based on prior to September 11th. You know, with Bin Laden and all that stuff back in the 90s. Because, you know, a lot of people don't realize that Bin Laden was basically like a CIA informant.
Yeah, he was used to take
an operative
report on the Russians.
Yeah. It was crazy when you think about the history because he actually, Al-Qaeda was like a hero organization, what, in the 80s?
Probably 80s, yeah.
I think it might have been the 80s. And then all of a sudden now, you know, he becomes the enemy. It's funny when, you know, say you die a hero or live long enough to become the villain, and I kind of see that in a lot of people. Harvey Weinstein's one of them. I mean, look at Hulk Hogan when he dropped the N-word there, talking about Dwayne Johnson, so he became the villain. You look at a lot of of these guys, you know.
When was this? When did he do this?
Yeah, but that's long, man. People knew he was funny for a while. They knew he was he was spotted in different like parks in London and stuff.
You're talking about Harvey?
Kevin Harvey. Everyone knew Harvey. Everyone knew Harvey. It's not. You know, it's not even a thing, man. Every guy, all these guys like that in Hollywood, come on.
It's just funny because I just imagine, like, I heard you, like, Harvey would, he would, like, so Harvey would, or not Harvey, sorry, but Kevin would, like, oh, no, maybe it was Andy Dick. I guess he kind of got reamed out a bit because he would be like, he'd shake your hand and, like, pull your hand to his cock and shit.
Does Andy Dick even have a cock? Like, isn't he?
I guess he, yeah, I know, man.
What?
It's so funny.
How do you know that?
So it was a recent interview. I was watching some of the stuff.
Is it a recent interview you did with him?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But
hold on. So, play that out for me. So, hey, how are you doing?
That's something we do anyway on the day-to-day, right? Right, Dan? Remember we used to play Fire Truck?
No, bro.
So Dan's favorite game is Fire Truck. So Fire Truck is
Tell me how it works. I'm curious.
So he knows. So what Dan does is he starts around your ankle, and he goes, "I'm a fire truck," and when I'm going to start going toward up your leg towards your crotch, and he says, when you feel uncomfortable, you say red light. So what Dan does is he goes up and up your leg, and then when you get uncomfortable, you say red light, and then he's like, "Silly boy, fire trucks don't stop at red lights."
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? What?
See, guys. Dan is actually suffering from too many concussions and contusions to the head from being a boxer, so he doesn't remember this game.
Yeah, or we just make altered realities of what a person and their fantasies of their co-host. I get it, bro. I
don't know, but what about you and your sea snakes?
Oh, okay, so this is where I say every joke I used against you, and this is where you tell people this was actually me. I get it. Okay. Well, I'll play that game. So tell us, how does he
see? No. You know.
Tell us how did sneeze sakes go?
I got nothing, bro. I got nothing.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. It sucks that
So
Jace can't.
okay, so
No, it's cool.
you can talk about the Montreal one, but you can talk about running around hitting people with a black dildo. What's the weirdest thing other than that scene that you filmed?
You know what? Recently, I did one called. I forget the name of it. It's just a short film, but it was a good time. I got to be tied up in bondage and hung from a ceiling. Basically,
Oh, is this another one?
Yes,
Dude,
yeah. I was.
I'm not your agent anymore, so I can't know for sure. But are you shooting porn? Like,
No, well, you think so. So I was like strung up in my underwear with a leather mask on, like.
is Dan gonna find you on Pornhub when he does his weekly gay bondage search?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Very nice, Jace. Very
It's
nice.
the funniest thing. There's another actor supposed to do the scene with me. She was supposed to have 2 lovers, but what happened was
She got replaced by a guy.
he was like, he backed out last second. Was like, I'm not comfortable with this shit, and I'm like, well, since I'm running around with big floppy dildos in my hand and kind of 9 tails with penis handles, I was like, I can handle it. So yeah,
Okay.
But I've had some crazy auditions.
Do we have anybody listening? Like, are we just testing out the software, or what's going on? Because I actually had some stuff to say.
No, we're actually live, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay.
It's a free.
So is Brooke watching?
Probably won't, not on yet, but he probably will come on later.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
So
Rich?
I have actually something special for Brooke.
Oh,
So guys, I did a
hand cream.
7-day no fap challenge.
How do you feel?
Well, I did it. It was I was going to talk about it last week, right? On the how we got canceled last week though.
Yep.
So I did it 7 days. Honestly, dude, I take back a lot of stuff. I was talking a lot of shit about it. I take back a lot, but I'm not going to just say the whole thing if nobody's here, and I hate having to repeat myself time and time again. But it was really, really good, and I definitely stand corrected. I wanted to apologize to him personally. And I do stand by my theory, though, where it will just entice you to be a fuckboy, and it'll give you, just different urges. But for me, it would have been cool to even talk about it with our guests, because for me, I noticed that my vibration changed when I was hit about day 3 or day 4. I noticed how I was interacting with people. It was a lot more primal even. And usually I'm a pretty itchy guy. Go ahead.
Okay, well, your Elmer's glue actually reabsorbs into the body. See, the actual semen, when it's there too long, actually it's one of the most nutritious things in the world with nutrients and stuff like that. It's nutrient rich. So what your body does is actually reabsorbs it into the body. So it actually good for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you explaining?
Like yeah, you keep it in there. The shit dies off, right? And it's got to make new swimmers.
It was just the way you explained it, bro. It just seemed like you were trying to say something else. I wish if Jason could hear me so I could hear some live laughing feedback. Unfortunately, I can't. But so tell me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Tell me though. So it changes you internally?
Yeah, because basically after X number, I don't even know the actual data on it and the fact of how long sperm lasts. Okay. But what it does is basically you always have to produce new stuff, right? Because you always got to be ready to go. Okay. So, but what happens is that when the stuff dives off, your body reabsorbs the nutrients from it, and there's a lot of nutritional value. It sounds gross, but your body actually reabsorbs it. So you're getting those nutrients.
Why would that be gross? We're not talking about swallowing here, unless.
Yeah, well, I mean. You never give some guy idea going, milkshake.
Do you see what I'm talking about, people? Like, if anybody's like, bro, I wish we had an actual live audience. I'll be like, people would realize it's not just me that says this stuff. This guy says it on his own, okay?
No, you do have a live audience, by the way. You have some people watching. You have a
live audience.
I know Jace can't hear.
No, I hear you now, dude. I figured it out. It out. We're good.
Okay.
It's the new layout. I'm used to the moderation on it. I haven't actually hosted a show on the new layout. I'm just producing everyone. So I hear everyone differently. And now I figured it out, and it was a stupid error. For some
Okay.
reason, I had you on mute, but it said unmute, so I refresh. It's good. I got you now.
Okay. So did you hear that, Jace?
I unfortunately did hear that.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
No, but there is but there's scientific proof. It's actually it's
for you, right?
it's and to keep it in there and energy vibration. You got to remember something about the reptilian part of the brain. We spoke about this before. They call it the 4 Fs: food, fuck, flight, and fight. Right? If you're getting the food and the fuck in, you're basically living large. Your body just goes, I don't really have to do anything. I got a roof over my head. I'm full and I'm getting laid, basically.
Yeah.
So your body, you actually lose ambition, man. Like if we were talking about Steve Jobs would get to the point of climax, but he wouldn't go any farther. And he'd use that energy to focus on his work.
Yeah, dude, I could, again, like I was saying, that's why I wanted to apologize to him personally.
Muhammad Ali,
Huh?
Mike Tyson.
You want to apologize?
Brooks Palmer. Yeah, so I was telling Mur, I don't know if you heard, I did a 7-day no fap challenge, right? I was saying how it changed me.
Was your wrist broken from a boxing match or something? What's going on?
No. Just because I'm one of those people, if I talk shit about something, I at least want to do it or try it first, and then like I could be like, I did it, so I have the right to talk shit about it.
Or you didn't do it.
So when he's talking shit about someone like Weinstein,
yeah,
he's like, I have to do it first. I got to do it first.
Hey, bro,
that's why
it's bad. So I got to try it.
You never heard me talk shit about him. That's why. Because I was like, hey, I have no comment. I haven't tried it yet.
He hasn't rode the H trade just yet.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But he will.
Like maybe then I'll have an opinion.
Maybe I'll have a part in the movie. He'll make you a star.
Do you see? But I can't say anything till then.
Yeah, you do it too, Marie. I know you. You want it so bad. You're like, blow Harvey? Yeah, why not?
Oh well, hey,
that would be a great movie. Blow Harvey.
No, Murray. No, nobody wants to see like a porn edition with you in it. Like,
I'm not talking about
nobody
porn.
wants to see that, bro. Like, you keep talking about dudes.
That's not what I was saying.
Tell me, how did that come across? Just so
it'd be a good name of the title of a movie, Blow Harvey. That's all. I never said a porn.
It's either about a hurricane or a pervy director, or producer guy, whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So good.
Oh no, actually, no. His movie could just be called Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got coming up in December, Mur?
Geez, man, probably gonna head home, spend the holidays with the folks. Probably
East Coast,
I would say. Possibly doing a tailgate for the Miami game. I think it's Miami and Buffalo in December. It's just December.
In Miami, though.
No, buddy. Snow and cold and beer and barbecuing out.
You better have a lot of beer. That's got to be cold as fuck.
There's nothing funnier than rolling up in a Buffalo game wearing Miami gear.
Yeah.
And they're all screaming, "We smell dead!"
That guy?
Oh, I did it before, and they're all like, "We smell dead fish." I'm like, "You assholes!" And I'm like, "Dolphins
That's just
are
the way your city smells, dude. That's just the way Buffalo smells."
I tell them that they're fucking mammals. They're not fish. Okay. And then they race scratch. They're like, "I don't get it.
Dude, so Miami's your team, right?
Mine actually is the Pats. It's my buddy's a Miami fan. Dan knows him. My buddy Adam, Big Adam.
Yeah.
It runs the LA Fitness. Yeah, so he's like, "You're getting into my car. You're wearing Miami Dolphins gear." I think I'm more of a Pats fan, but it's because my brother's a hardcore Pats fan. So it's kind of like he's like, "Here, wear this Edelman jersey. Wear this jersey." So
you're from the East Coast, though, right? They like the Pats out there.
They do. Yeah, they seem to. Yeah.
See, I'm not following football at all. Like, I mean, Dolphins would be my team, and I have a Dolphins blanket that my dog, who's from Miami, made his own. And I have a Dolphins jersey I never wear, but I'm not interested in football at all this year with all this bullshit protest going on.
You know what? I had a conversation about this. He's just like talking. Is his voice?
Yeah. Okay, let's.
Okay,
he tries to figure out his next sentence.
No. I guess it was a delay on Jason, so it just looked like he was miming. Okay. No. Okay. So I had a conversation recently with this girl. She's a friend of mine, and we were talking about she's actually a makeup artist on set, and she's talking about what's your thoughts on the Colin Kaepernick thing. And I said, well, I can see where people can get pissed, because at the end of the day, we were talking about this earlier about Hollywood celebrities talking about the political views. It's the same thing when Sunday comes. Sunday is a day that people want to, a lot of them probably go to church still, but they want to pig out at the end of the day, and they want to watch football, and they want to eat a bunch of junk food, drink beer, and relax. And they don't like to have political, they don't like to have these, I guess it's political, these messages, and these protests in front of them. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of get turned off. I can see why the players did it, and I can respect that. I just, but a lot of these guys, they just talk the talk, and they don't really walk the walk, because they're not really doing anything outside of football, helping people. You know what I mean? Some do. Some have charities. Some are actually working with people. So I can't say that, but just generally speaking, people at the end of the day, they just want to chill out. They don't want to see political messages and protesting and, all this kind of crap when they watch a football. They want to see, at the end of the day, you're watching a bunch of guys roided to the tits, fucking like playing touch butt and catching a fucking ball.
Okay, you know what? I was just going to shut up, but now okay, hold on. You realize there's a drug test in the NFL, right?
Yes, one that can be easily passed.
Yeah, especially when you have a ton of money to bribe the drug officials.
Okay, sure. And you realize, these are a bunch of millionaires that you're watching play the game too.
Well,
right?
that's something too. But they're protesting against America, right? About the flag and stuff. Isn't that sort of what the protest was against?
Yeah. The flag is racist.
Okay. Well, here's the issue with that. There's a bunch of people on there of all different, and backgrounds, and they're getting paid millions of dollars to run around a field, and they're basically disrespecting the flag. They actually basically changed their lives and their families' lives. So to me, it's like, I still like football. I still watch it.
I see your point. So to be honest, I was very unopinionated about this whole issue, and I still will keep my political opinions to myself. However, the only time I ever got a little bit heated is the president has made fun of blacks, Latinos, rich people, poor people, everything like this. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. I'm not saying it. No. But then he called athletes sons of bitches.
Wait, are you hearing this? Dan's like, fuck white people, fuck black people, fuck rich people, fuck poor people. But athletes, no, I draw the line.
Yeah. So for me, that's where the line was drawn. Okay.
You know what? At the end of the day, I still like football, and I don't care. I'm pretty I'm like most part, I'm pretty much apolitical anyway, so I don't care that much. Yeah. So I just kind of take it as if that's what they want to do, I'm still going to watch football. Some people are burning jerseys and they're getting really upset. This woman I was watching an interview, she has a sports store, and people went out of their way to go into her store, and it's a family-owned business. They say, we're not going to buy from here because you sell football gear. It's like you literally went out of your way. You're out of your you have such a you have no life at all that you need to go to walk into the store and tell them that you're not going to buy stuff from them. See, and this is a family business where they have all apparel. They have hockey, they got the football, they got soccer. They got it's a sports store, family operated. Like a mom and pop shop. It's a nice size. It's done really well. It's not like it's a nice little spot, right? It's just silly that people wouldn't go out of their way to do that.
See, this is where I'll say, and I hope a lot of people, because I would just love to, because people I'm sure haven't heard this perspective before, but a lot of people, as you were mentioning earlier, don't realize athletes and their platform. So if, let's say, even because not everybody knows football players, let's just say the NBA, right? And let's say LeBron James does something on his social media. Yes, that is a platform because he's garnered an amazing following and whatnot. But let's say he were to do something to raise political awareness during a nationally televised NBA game. So what I'm trying to say is the reason for this is not meant to be, and this would be just personally speaking from the athletes that I personally know that have done that. Yep. It's nothing to do with the flag. It's nothing to do with any sort of disrespect to the country. Because please remember, a lot of these guys, even if it wasn't the sport of football, if you're talking about NBA players, these guys have given up their summer to represent the U.S., to win a gold medal for the U.S. on the international stage. So let's not talk about allegiance to the country. What I'm saying is they're trying to use the platform to raise awareness. So that's the reason for it. I get it's easy to be and just to see the disrespect of the flag and whatnot, that whole thing. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to show you guys a different light and how other people perceive the issue.
No, I get that. I do get that. The thing for me is like you're gonna have police and troops standing there at the stadium, and some of them lost their buddies or whatever, and now you're not gonna stand for the flag that was draped over their buddy's coffin. That's
I agree. It's so unfortunate. There's no right and wrong answer, Jason. I totally agree with you, man.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, at the end of the day, there really is no right or wrong answer. You're right.
As we look at Murray's pectoral muscles.
Yeah, he does that on purpose every time. He likes to
get this guy on Magic Mike, like for the dudes.
He'd love it.
For the dudes.
Magic Mike West Hollywood edition.
For the dudes, gotta do it for the dudes.
Jason to get that joke.
I do get that joke. Oh, geez.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like wasn't like Colin Kaepernick like a third stringer anyway? Like,
he was terrible.
He was a shitty fucking.
Yeah.
His parents are white, right?
Yeah. No. Yep.
It's like I think the Sean King guy from BLM. He's actually white as well. They did his background check, and he just looks black.
Oh, dude, I went to university.
He cut the hairstyle and everything.
Dude, I went to university with one of the co-founders of BLM Toronto, and like,
oh no, God.
Yeah, I know, but he was a nice enough guy in school. Like we didn't agree on any like I don't want to say anything bad about him or slanderous because he's probably the type that would sue. But I mean, he was a nice enough guy, but he was very activisty. Like even like I remember when we were in the university, I was elected to be on the board of a couple of different groups: Catholic students, conservative students, and there was another group too. I forget whatever it was, but anyway, yeah, so we had to stand in like a privilege line and take a step forward and take a step back.
That shit?
We had to, or we wouldn't get our groups ratified, and it was so bad. I ended up at the front of the room, and I'm like, dude, like this is so stupid and arbitrary.
Where'd Dan go?
He off the privilege line, man. He won't do it. He walked away.
Oh.
No, he's coming back. He just dropped off. He probably hit the wrong button. But yeah, man. But he was always been an activist. And some people, I think, they just want to be professional activists. Mm-hmm. And that's BLM, especially BLM Toronto. Like, they targeted the Pride Parade. Pride's a bunch of activists who just want to be activists and say, like, it's okay to be gay. And they actually went after Pride, like other activists. It's so stupid.
So tell me, I'm sorry, what is BLM?
Black Lives Matter. But yo, I don't know if you guys know this, but I adopted a dog from Miami, and he's a mix. He's Black Lab and maybe Doberman. So I always say Black Labs matter, and I figured, yeah, they do. I don't know.
Yeah.
How did they target? How did they target Pride?
What? They in Toronto
they shut down Pride.
Yeah,
they got all the Black Lives Matter people showed up in like their own little protest and say that you're not allowed to have cops at your Pride parade anymore. But people don't realize that Toronto has a lot of gay
cops
officers. When I was going through police training at the Ontario Police College, shut up, Jesus, Lord Thunder,
he says it all for me.
But I was no. I'm telling the story. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
You're such a fucking asshole. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna next time when I'm in LA, I'm gonna put steroids, D-ball, into your fucking sports drink, and you're gonna get tested. You're gonna get tested, and you're not gonna be able to fight.
Coming from a natural user, of course, you would have to get that from some friend or something. It's not like you would have that readily accessible, right? Bro?
No, like cell. I think some of the old school muscle tech, that cell tech stuff, might have some.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
Otherwise known as Murray's bathroom cupboard.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I was in the Ontario Police College, we actually had different. I see Dan just in his
tell me about police college.
So but we had officers come in from Toronto and all
where they would grab us.
But they actually had Toronto officers mainly because there seems to be an abundance of them in Toronto. Okay. And actually talk about homosexuals, officers. So they were having stories come in, and they were saying how like they'd ride as partners, and it'd be like literally like the saying how like the guy was like, I was really uncomfortable first that I had this I knew he was gay when we first started training together because he was really, the guy was really flamboyant and like perfect hair, and he was perfectly manicured, and he was telling like his struggles of trying to adjust to having a homosexual officer with him and stuff like because he was like really gruff and manly, but it was all about basically it's all about just sensitivity training, basically, because they had colored officers in, just a bunch of different stuff like that.
So Murray did really well there. Colored officers. That's
I know. I know.
I would say
the colored officers are making people uncomfortable.
See that? That's the social justice arms. Look at those fucking things.
At the end of the day, people are people, and that's what you're trying to say.
Well, that's it. And what this craziest thing is growing up with like different friends at different backgrounds, the shit we'd say to each other would offend so many other people. They thought probably thought we were racist because the shit we say. Like, but we always had jokes because I try to explain this to people. I said, guys bond by fucking telling each other off, and hey, it's like the word like how many times you'd be, hey, dude, you're such a fag. And it's not, a lot of people now, it's if they've really demonized that word, but like when the guys are bonding, they say stuff like that. But it's not, you're not saying it to like be derogatory or actually putting homosexuals down or anything like that. It's just a term that like people have been using for years as to kind of poke at each other, right? You know what I mean? It's just.
I have a question since you're so Mr. Politically Correct. What do you think of the Washington Redskins, and with Mr. Snyder, him keeping the term still Redskins, even though that's a racially charged term pretty much?
Well, I actually am part native, so I can talk about this one.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's a fucking badass name.
Yeah,
I would love to have something like Savage Viking Rapists as a team. Yeah!
What?
No.
Yeah, the Minnesota Savage Viking Rapists.
Yeah, I know. Everybody. I want to take my
we
to that
punch.
game.
Hey man,
Just a picture Harvey Weinstein as a mascot.
You want to know why Scandinavian women are so beautiful? It's because when Vikings showed up, they stole all their pretty chicks and killed the ugly ones and took them back with them and made it with them.
What?
I said, you know why Scandinavian women are so beautiful? Like, are these?
Don't make him repeat that.
I'm actually curious. I lost
like all these beautiful women because back in the day when the Vikings were going out, doing their thing, they would go attack these villages. They would steal all the pretty chicks, and then take them back and have kids with them. Think about it. So there's all these beautiful genes and beautiful people.
Oh, okay. You know what's funny? It's almost somewhat similar with the Aztecs. So in this, maybe Jace, because I know you go on cruises. So in Cozumel, for example, it's almost like a. Oh no, you don't. Okay, sure. Don't.
I know. I've been on a couple of cruises.
No. I just meant
undertone of an accusation. Like I know you go on cruises.
Oh no, just because you're always in Florida.
That's Murray who goes on the cruises.
No. I didn't mean it like that.
The only thing Jason does is he likes to go on those ski trips.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways,
cross country skiing.
Is with the Aztecs. So these are like years and years and decades ago. They used to actually give birth sacrifices, but they would sacrifice, let's say, the less good-looking people,
ugly people.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned. It just shows how primal we were generations ago, right?
Yeah, but that's also changed too.
How so?
You can't. I was going to say you can't appease the gods with ugly chicks, though. But they don't want to give them up. See?
Yeah. Well, I guess
gods don't want ugly chicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that one of the? It said it right there. It said it right there. No fat chicks. Yeah.
No fat chicks. Yeah.
It's written in Mayan in stone on one of the tablets.
Guys. Social justice warrior just kicked in.
So I hear you always say social justice. What is a social justice warrior?
It's someone who you know what? I'm sure Jason's probably more articulate with this, but it's basically people who always find a cause to fight for something. So it could be, for example, fat shaming and people getting upset about fat shaming. So like that woman who had the picture of herself with her bunch of kids and she's in really good shape. She goes, "What's your excuse?" So social justice warriors would attack that saying, "You're fat shaming." Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So a social justice warrior is someone who is always looking for something to pick a fight with. And the issue being is that we're in such a great place in our lives, like being in the West, we have so much opportunity, but we're so comfortable that people need to go out their fucking ways to find something to bitch at and find a problem. And you know what the problem is? It's them fucking themselves, because they're not looking at themselves going, "Hey, guess what? I'm the fucking asshole with the issue, not these people." And it's the truth. They're always trying to like change the everything for themselves and think, oh, it's for the best for everybody. I'm like, no, you're a fucking idiot. You're too stupid to see your own problems. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, see, there goes a little rant.
Look, I know you guys hate it, but Planet Fitness is cheap as shit. Anyone can march their fat ass into Planet Fitness. And actually, if you're out of shape, you're more welcome there than if you're in shape.
Yes, they have the lunk alarm for that.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm going there in December, Jace. I'm gonna go to your gym. I'll be in Toronto in December.
Because I actually go there and I hate it, but it's also like 24 hours and it's near my house. I used to run there in the morning, work out, run home. Now I drive there because I go to a different one, but because I moved. But I mean, it's still like it's fine for me. And like what, $22 a month? I can bring a friend with me. Just don't get me kicked out. Yeah, I can bring $22 a month.
No. I'll go on a guest pass because I'm gonna actually. My goal is gonna be to set the lunk alarm. Like I might show up in a tee back and spandex shorts with the fanny pack and start shadow boxing.
Hey, listen to this. It's Jason's song.
I have no idea what we're listening to.
You know that song? Macho
Man.
Village People, Macho Man.
I've heard of the Village People.
Remember the Nacho commercial?
Murray's an active member of the community.
he's the Indian with the headdress.
I am. Social justice, guys.
Man. So what you got going on for December, Jace?
Well, actually, I'm not. I'm actually staying in town. This is like the first Christmas, the first December. I've stayed in town for like 6 years in a row or something. I'm going to stay in town, hang out with the dog, hang out with the girlfriend. See what I get up to. My dog actually has to have a big operation on Wednesday, so I don't know how active he can be on his back leg.
What happened?
Okay, man. Before I got him, when he was just a street dog in Miami, so my dog's actually from the streets.
Oh,
you can see that.
Okay.
And so he must have got hit by a car or something. But
did
his
you
legs
see,
all messed up.
Social justice just clicked in. Did you?
I said from the streets.
From the streets, yeah. Is that a racial term? Are you judging him?
My dog is black, so it could be. But,
figuratively and literally from the streets of Miami.
Well, I've been writing down what you've been saying, and I'm going to file a complaint to HR to CIA.live saying that you are a Nazi sympathizer.
Yep.
So I'm writing it down now.
With my half Jewish mother, I am a Nazi sympathizer. That is absolutely correct.
Interesting.
He is a Nazi. Dan, you're allowed to get away with what you want.
You could put my name 1 through 10.
No.
Like I want. My goal will be to be on that list because I don't give a fuck.
But sir, as a man of color, you cannot be racist because you're not. No, you can't be because you're not. You're the oppressed, not the oppressor.
This is the problem with you people, and I mean you people, as in politically correct people.
If you're a white man, and so what you're saying, then that would be racist.
Like, if they don't care, they're racist, and they don't care if they're racist.
This is social justice.
You see? Nothing.
No, I'm making fucking fun of you. But no, they say that you can't be racist if you're a person of color because you're oppressed. That's a social justice thing.
But there's also like varying degrees of social justice people, right? Like there's the hardcore extremists who are nuts. But then, my favorite are the ones that try, like the ones that try real hard. I remember when I was at Ryerson, which is like the den of that crap, I had a professor, and there was a blind kid in my class, really nice guy, and we had to do a group project of like nonverbal communication. So he and I are paired up, and we already figure out we can do nonverbal communication through like handshakes and all this shit. So he and I are ready to go to present. This is fucking university too. What a stupid thing to teach, but we do it. And then halfway through, she goes, "Oh, wait, hold on, everyone. We got to stop. How's a Naiad going to join the rest of the class? How's he going to? He's blind. He doesn't know how to non-verbally communicate." And I'm like, actually, we're ready to go if you want us to present. And she goes, "Oh, well, how?" I'm like, "Well, through touch." "Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of blind person could non-verbally communicate." And it happened again. We had to present some skit. And his role in the skit, he had to say like, "I saw you steal from my store." And she goes, "Oh, I think it's really interesting that you chose to play someone who could see."
What?
And she thought she was being politically correct. Yeah, so they go too far and they fuck up.
Bro.
Oh my god!
This is why I say, yo, just like I'm not trying to be politically correct. I just don't care.
Like,
you know?
You know what? It's the craziest thing is that these people, you know, it's getting to the point now where everything is supposed to be off limits and all the freedom of speech is going to be taken away. It's I was talking about this recently too about the sex thing now. If you're hitting on a girl and it could be construed as sexual harassment, even if it's just a nice compliment. Now, back
What do you
in the
mean? Tell me.
Well, okay, if I went up to a girl and say, "Oh, you're looking beautiful today," women now can make a say, "No, that was sexual harassment," and it's going around a lot nowadays. But here's the craziest thing: is that
bro, this is where you gotta say, if that ever happens to you, all you have to say is, "Girl, don't flatter yourself." Like, that is all you have to say, bro. Like, come on.
Dude,
that's
and
true.
you watch her face go, like the rewind, like the recoil.
Yeah.
But sorry, I didn't
it's
cut
true.
you off.
But no, it's all good. No, but yeah, no, I like it. But no, but the thing is, I laugh at it because back in the 60s, in 70s, like the hippies, right? They fought for sexual liberty. Women did to be able to be more free and to be more liberated. And now
Freedom of speech. They fought for freedom of speech.
and freedom of speech. And now
Sign me up for that.
Now at almost 2018, we've done a 180 and we're going back into the Puritan age.
Oh, I know.
And you see that with all different cultures. You've seen it in the Roman Empire. You've seen it in everything where they go so far and then all of a sudden it goes, "No, Jesus is back. You must wear 10 layers of pants."
But hold on, it's not even full puritanical but even the good things of the puritanical side, like religion, family values, are being shunned and shit upon. Mm-hmm. And then the bad things are like any freedom like we have, like to go and ask a girl out, have some courage. You say, "Oh, you're beautiful." If you're at the gym, oh no, sexual harassment, you're out.
No, I think I just gave you guys both a comeback for that. So if you ever
oh dude, save your comebacks for Murray, okay? I don't want it.
No, I mean you guys could use with the ladies. You guys could use with the ladies. So you never have that.
Yeah, and a while ago, maybe a year and a half ago or whatever, because my girlfriend's upstairs. I don't want to date get myself in trouble. No, I'm kidding. It was about a year and a half ago or something. I'm at the gym and I go up to a girl. I'm like, "Hi, excuse me," and she goes, "I have a boyfriend." I'm like, "Yeah, I just wanted to know if you're done with the weights."
Oh,
like, what the hell?
I have a boyfriend.
That's great.
You know what? Yeah. So a true story that actually very similar happened to me at a club. This is a couple years ago. I was pretty turned off with tequila, and then she did the exact same. I was like, "Hey, beautiful," that kind of thing, and she's like, "Oh my god, I have a boyfriend," and then I just automatically for that second sobered up and wit came into my head. I was like, "Shit, I feel sorry for him," and then I walked off. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hey, I'm just being real, guys.
No, man, that's great.
No, that's what it's about, man. It's the generation connected. You got to be real, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude.
What about you, Mur? Any political correctness issues you run into recently?
Honestly, no. I've been lucky.
But
it's only because, on set. But I haven't any issues. One guy said this though, who's actually his name's Alan, and he actually played Incubus in Suicide Squad. So he's one of my castmates for the show. So he played, So somebody made a comment about something, and he goes, "Hey, don't worry, Kevin Spacey taught me better." And the whole the crew and everyone, the cast and crew go, "Oh," and then one of the ADs goes, "Dude, too soon."
Yeah, I get it, but people need to have a sense of humor nowadays.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those things I find, especially on set, and you guys know this anyway. You just kind of watch your P's and Q's a little bit and just kind of always tread lightly, see what your audience is. Okay, I'll tell you a funny one. I'm not going to tell you who it is and what set. So this is what he said. He comes up to me and goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "How do you stop pedophilia?" And I go, "Oh, man, I don't know." He goes, "Stop having sexy kids." It was so dark. And I started laughing. And he goes, "I knew I could tell you that joke." But I mean, honestly,
What's the other? What's the other one? It's say what you want about pedophiles. At least they drive slowly past schools.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
I mean, I'm a dark side sick of it.
That's a good
dark.
one.
Oh man, you know what? It's terrible, but you know what I mean. It's
Yo, speaking of pedophiles, you know what show I love? It's that one To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen or whatever. Have you seen that?
No.
Is that the one where the guys run out the door when they get caught?
Dude, yeah. So Dateline NBC, like the only thing NBC did that I think is worth itself is they had this they had To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen. So they get these people to like chat with these people online. They lure these pedophiles to a house, and they're very specific because the laws are like you have to show intent. So like a guy could just show up and go, "No, I was going to tell the kid not to have sex with the people. I wanted to meet them to show, look, I'm not really a teenage boy. I'm really a 50-year-old man." So you have to show intent. So they get the actors to be like, or the typists to be like, "Oh yeah, bring like a cucumber and lube and a jar of Vaseline." Yeah. So then like these guys show up with exactly from the conversation. So they're showing up like a house with a cucumber and like Vaseline or something.
Oh, man. No. And the best part though is like and then the cops would chase him out the door and tackle him. He's running down the street with his cucumber lube.
Running out. What? Yeah, this is on NBC?
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
On YouTube. To Catch a Predator. I'm going to send you some Facebook videos after, Dan.
I'm sure if you put To Catch a Predator highlights, the highlight reel is funny because these guys are like,
stuff, huh?
I'm just here delivering pizza.
Yeah, like a guy who walks in naked. One guy walked in freaking naked.
One guy walked in naked.
Wow.
And like, so they'll be like, well, I'm a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah,
and I like 19-year-old men. Yeah, and it's an and I like older men and da 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 da. And then they actually
made cookies. Just come and cookies.
Yeah, the house is covered in cameras. So that's even when they get out the street, you see the cops chasing these guys down the road.
So the girl will be like, I'm just gonna go inside and get the cookies. Have a seat. And then like she walks into the kitchen, and then out walks Chris Hansen, the journalist, and there's cameras all over the house. And he's like, "So, what are you doing?" And they try to be cool, like, "Oh yeah, I'm just here to hang out with your daughter, whatever. I'm just hanging out." And he goes, "Oh, so why do you have a cucumber and Vaseline with you? Like chains? What's going on?" You know. And then he just interviews them, and they think they think they can leave. They leave, and then cops, as Marie said,
boom, and they got a really good tackle reel too. It's almost like football. Man. These guys is chasing.
Yeah, you know,
so
it's better than football because at least these guys stand up for the flag.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good, man. Like it's just amazing. How could these guys get lured in? But I think it's just like I'm sure it's because these guys are fucking lonely and they hate life, and they're just for them to want a 14-year-old girl just confuses me. They must be how fucked up they are, man. You know, to get in the psyche would be
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, and then there's some people. Shit, Marie. I remember we actually had when I was your agent, we actually wrote a script for you to be a cop. Do you remember this one? For your
it's for the pedophile one. Yeah.
So Murray was gonna play this cop who's like caught a pedophile, and like he has this whole monologue because he's like in the back of a car, and he's like, you know how you like with the hose from the exhaust, right, Murray? Like you were gonna kill yourself, and then it's like Murray's confession because he said he was raped as a kid, and now he has these same urges because that's actually quite common with pedophiles.
Oh,
and he has the same urges, so he's gonna kill this pedophile and himself in order to like redeem himself because he doesn't want to act on it. So he's like a guy who's like, I did everything I could to not be a pedophile. I became a cop. I never acted on it, but I keep having these urges. So I'm taking us both out.
Damn, that's pretty deep. I didn't know that. I didn't know that a lot of pedophiles, they have previous experience. Not experience, sorry, like a past of it.
Yeah, so they say it's like the gift that keeps on giving. So in some of them, it's like, it's kind of a tragedy because it's like they didn't want
keeps on giving.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, that's a fucking dark way of looking at that.
That's how they say it, though, man. That's how they say it. It's actually really sad, man.
Yeah, shit.
So what do you think of these dolls that they make? You know, they got these new dolls that this guy wants to come out with. They're like lifelike children dolls. Like,
oh no, that's files. Okay. No, that is going to make it so much worse. That's going to make that's giving the problem like legitimacy. That's saying it's okay.
Yeah,
you do that. Then 10 years later, you're going to say, no, it's okay if the kid's consenting. Like, that's fucked.
That's so fucked. Yeah, you can't. The dolls are fine and great and good, but like, let's get an age restriction there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's the legal age, man.
Yeah.
So basically, you're gonna get like a sex doll, is what you're saying, of age,
of course,
it has to be of age.
or,
Yeah.
or like just a Misty Stone fleshlight.
I want some full-grown titties, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna pay for this fucking doll, like, are you gonna really pay for an underdeveloped doll if you're really thinking about this shit?
Yeah, I know. Seriously, no.
I would want a fucking discount or some shit. Like, why isn't this thing developed? Did it not hit puberty?
Discount.
The fuck happened here?
Discount.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh
What
shoot!
is that?
Oh,
But
man.
speaking of the flashlights and all that good stuff, so I was watching Joe Rogan, and he was talking about. He said that this is going to be the last invention ever made by man, and it's actually in the process of being made. It's actually in the testing phase. So how it works, it's pretty much it's in Japan right now. So it's pretty much like a blow up doll almost.
Yes.
And they also have like a flashlight component to it.
Mhm.
However, that works in synchronization with
Yes.
whatever porn video you're watching.
No,
Yes.
you know what? Honestly, I got news for you. This to me is too much. I'm a family values guy, and like it goes too far. We're gonna see a drop in birth rates. No.
Oh yeah. I agree.
It's like that episode of Futurama with the Lucy Liu bot.
My social justice is tingling.
I agree with you
But
on
dude,
that,
no,
James.
and-
I agree with
Yeah.
you on that.
And I guarantee, man, the Japanese, man, they can build some crazy shit. They probably have robots ready to take over the world right now. I guarantee those Transformers and Michael Bay are real, and they're built by
Yeah, they're
Japanese.
these robots are gonna start bombing Pearl Harbor. They're gonna go for round 2.
Yeah. But yeah, they send what they do is they wait for all these desperate people in the West that want their sex dolls, and then all of a sudden they hit that switch. It'd be like iRobot, and it'd be like you'd be banging your robot. Next thing you know, turns on you.
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what's
Shia
funny?
LaBeouf was already marching in the streets like a lunatic.
So Mur is
Yeah.
I had a buddy that recently fought in Japan. Actually, even for you, Jace, even though I know you're kind of wifed up. So, bro, apparently Caucasian men in Japan, especially with blue eyes, blonde hair,
no.
blue eyes, bro, like you guys walk around like you're LeBron James out there.
But that's
Like-
because we're relatively tall comparatively to the.
Oh no, it has nothing to do with height because he's like a
Okay.
6'6" Nigerian
Godzilla.
dark skin brother. So, yeah, but it's just crazy. It's their fascination, I guess, with that race or whatnot. And it was funny because then he was breaking it down more because he went to a couple of bars whatnot, and then he broke down. I was like, I didn't know that was where Bukkake. I'm going to miss Bukkake.
Yeah,
Is that a type of
Bukkake,
drink?
yeah.
That's where that
Yeah, type of drink,
originated.
Jason.
Well,
Are you
Murray,
serious?
according to how you were breaking it down earlier, shit, that's like a protein shake for you,
Yeah,
bro.
Murray. That's how Murray gets so big.
Yeah.
Anyone got extra shake on you? I don't mind working for it.
Jizz on me. Give
Sweat equity. Oh man, but it's funny though. You're right when you're talking about Japan. I was just for me personally, I'm fascinated with the culture. Even I hear the subway systems. When you're going into the subway, like you'll have millions upon millions of people, but everybody's so respectful, organized.
Yeah.
It's like a single line.
They have definitely a culture of honor for sure. It's crazy. They do. It must stem from back in the day of like the samurai and stuff.
Samurai,
But,
yeah.
yeah. They have they're very respectful of the culture. Like it's very very polite, very clean. But at the same time, they have a really high rate of suicide. A lot of the younger guys are going out to they call suicide forest in Japan, and they go out there and they actually go to the woods to kill themselves because they're working so hard and they feel like they're just so detached from society, and they don't have a life because they're just it's work, sleep. So they go to
That's
this
family
place called-
values, man. That's family values disappearing. I'm telling you, family values are what keeps the people together. Like I joke about all that, all that shit, and like all the
Well, that's
rude
it.
shit.
No guy wants to date anymore. There's, I think it's actually in Japan as well. They have these guys called herbivore men, and they're like in the U.S. or Canada they have, or even in just in Europe and stuff. They call it MGTOW. Men going their own way.
Vegan?
MGTOW. They're just called herbivore men because they're not into women, but they're not gay. They just would rather go home, play video games, and stay away from society. So it's like it's you know
That's
what
a fucking nerd, bro. That's not a herbivore. That's a fucking nerd.
They fucking
Like, you
jazz.
just give me these guys these fucking
No,
terms.
but the thing is, I guess a lot of them are really
nerd.
but I guess a lot of them are really successful. But do you guys know what MGTOW is?
What?
MGTOW, men going their own way. So there's a whole.
Is that kind of band?
It's like it's
this group I attend every Thursday. We meet at 8:00. I get it, G. Go ahead, bro. Sorry.
You know what, guys? I'm a sensitive snowflake.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Murray. Tell us about your group. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I can talk about it anymore, guys.
You
guys are bullying me and everything.
You guys can't talk about MGTOW outside of MGTOW. That's the
I
first
don't know
rule.
what I don't even know.
Okay.
How do you spell
so what
that?
it is? Okay, no, it's MGTOW. It's called Men Going Their Own Way. So it's basically like, think of feminism, where feminism is like, oh, feminist. So these men say fuck life because the court. Okay, so for example, divorce rate right now is probably close to 60% now. We're getting close to it. 80% of divorces are initiated by the women. Most men in court lose all their money and can't see their kids. Courts do favor women. There's all these different things. So men are getting so sick of it that they're actually withdrawing from society, to the point of like they just go to work, and what they do is, but they work on themselves. They're in the gym, they're making money, getting nice cars, they're actually becoming like pimps, and they may date a little bit, so they might just like play around, but they no longer date, they won't get in committed relationships. But then there's the other level, which is a MGTOW monk. Now the monk is like, he doesn't even fuck with women. He's like, I got money, I got cars, I got planes.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Like, so like these are guys who are like becoming very successful.
Who would be an example?
Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio would be considered a MGTOW, because
I thought that motherfucker's married.
No, bro, he's not. He's never been married, and he's 42.
No, I don't know. I was just figuring because he's
he's not married. But what he does is all he does is bang young models. So he'd be a sort of a classified MGTOW. Now, if he was a MGTOW monk, he wouldn't even fuck with them. He wouldn't even fuck with the model.
I'm not talking shit about MGTOW then.
No, he's got millions of dollars. But he knows that, like, for him, it's like, man, well, if I get married and we end up getting divorced, she'll take half my stuff. Now, I'm not trying to, like, harp on a lot of women, because not all women are bad. But what I'm saying is that, there's a risk involved, right? So a lot of these guys are like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the fact that I'm rich, I'm famous, and then I can have dates and go out and have sexy time with women who are 21, 22 years of age, and I'm 42 or whatever his age is.
I don't think there's anything at all wrong. There's nothing at all wrong with that. I think that's a lot of goals for some guys.
No. I don't like this. I think, honestly, family values keeps us together. If you have a bunch of MGTOW, you're gonna end up with suicide forest all over the place.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Keep that shit in Kyoto. Don't bring it here.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Family values are definitely important, and I think that. But I feel like nowadays people are just so. As soon as like something goes a little wrong, it's like, all right, we break up, or if you get a divorce, because it's so easy nowadays, right? And because of all these crazy dating sites and social media, it's like, you're getting exes contacting exes again 10 years later. Oh, you look good. Ooh, let's get together. And it's just like, there's so much bullshit nowadays, and how much cheating's going on. And it's like, if you are going to get married, it should be for the right reasons. And it's like, you do it properly and fuck off and work at it. But the thing is, you got to find someone. You believe in each other. So if you start at the bottom, you work together to build something. And that's the type of relationship that, works. But nowadays it's like, I come in the picture and, I just found a guy say I'm a girl. I just found a guy and he's got, he's got a good job. Shit, all my friends are married. I'm going to get married too. Hopefully I'll get engaged within 6 months. I'll be married in a year. But it's like, but what about all those other years of just trying to get to know each other and see if you actually are, mentally, intellectually, spiritually compatible. Now, I'm not talking about religion, but I'm talking like understanding that there's more to connection than just, we both like to play, ultimate frisbee on Sunday. Like, you need more than that to have a proper relationship. Yeah. And so many people don't see, look at Conor McGregor, man, with his woman. She stuck with him, and they stuck together. They were on welfare.
We got a question actually for you. Robert just wrote in. I think he just wrote it in now. You're ever concerned about that? Can you elaborate on that, Rob? By a text. Explain to Murray what your question for him is. I'm gonna get my charger, man. It's my laptop's dying. Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah. But yeah. So what we were saying is, what were we talking about, Dan? I lose my train of thought.
You were talking about how people get a divorce quick.
Yeah,
and
well, yeah. Well,
everything.
some of Conor McGregor. Some of Conor McGregor. She was with him when they were together. They were both on welfare. She believed in him, and now look what they're at. You know what I mean? And you see that, and you go, "That's pretty cool." You know what I mean? I see that. And it's kind of nice. To see
okay. That. See, I can relate with that, right? So just check this out. I'll just show you another perspective. So she stuck with him. And Connor didn't have a pot to piss in. Connor was in shit. None of these bitches would have fucked with him, etc., etc. Right? Okay. Yep. Now, just as a guy who works really hard and whatnot, not myself, but let's say Connor, for example, right? And this is just being real. So, with a certain level of fame and fortune and whatnot, comes also say
lovely,
a little bit of entitlement, right? Like you're entitled to have a little bit of fun with the ladies, man.
Kanye
totally, always talks about this in his music. So what I'm asking you though is based on what you're saying with values and this, and I don't get me wrong, I will have a family, etc. I believe in the same thing. Do you feel that he's not entitled, but do you understand his urges to capitalize on, let's say...
totally. Dude, trust me. Like, I would seriously, I would pop 100 milli Viagra and I'd run around naked just bumping into people. You know what I mean? I'd be like... Just like,
Okay. He just took it a little too far.
Just like a Savaki skewer.
I don't know what that is, but just the image in my head.
Skewer, that chicken on the stick, the Greek chicken.
Oh my God. That's the disturbing image I hope I never formulate in my head ever again.
But I get it because
you're thinking about it right now, aren't you, Dan?
Oh, that's
at the end of the day, you have to look at it like this. Generally speaking, women are the brakes and men are the gas. You know what I mean? Women kind of help the top and go, you got to work on getting into a woman, right? Generally speaking, right? So if you're a man and all of a sudden, especially if you come from nowhere and you're not maybe the most particularly good looking, and all of a sudden you are famous and you have money, you're going to have those beautiful women wanting you. And as a man, and as people don't realize, because they always want to say men and women are the same. No, testosterone in the brain affects the brain differently. And because of testosterone, we are very, 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 very visual. And it's like, you get a glimpse of a little areola and you're like, this is amazing. Like, I mean, it's like when you go down on vacation to like Dominican, you see like a 50-year-old woman run around with her top off from the, European woman. You're like, screw it. Let's go look at her boobs. You know what I mean? Like we're dudes. I mean, we don't even know why. She's there with her husband in her little banana hammock. And am I the only guy that does this?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I think you're the only motherfucker I know that would go to the Dominican Republic. Some of the most beautiful women in the world.
No, I'm just saying because they're topless and like
50-year-old.
In my
Germany.
Yeah, no, yeah. But in my defense, these European women are in pretty good shape. But I'm just saying, it's just like it's something about big floppy boobs and salty water just glistening in the sun.
Listen, dude, if you had said it was the beer goggles, I would have been with you. Because, hey, we've all played a few
dude. Oh, no, dude. Like, it was the Mama Wana, bro. You know what the Mama Wana is? It's an alcohol. It's like a bark in it, too. It's supposed to be like a sexual act, it's like Viagra, liquid Viagra. It's called Mama Wana. Mama Wana? Yeah, dude. Oh, fuck. Have you been to the Dominican before?
Yes. No, never.
You know what the Mama Wana is, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's basically
I apologize.
Yeah, so no, it's a jar basically, and it's full of like almost like a bark or type of plant, and it's full of like whatever else it is, but it's an alcohol too. It gets you drunk, shit faced, but it's also like an aphrodisiac. It's supposed to be like liquid Viagra. So you just smash Mama Wana all day, hammered as fuck, and you're running around with a boner that could skewer Superman. You know what I mean?
Like, why did you have to bring up a guy?
I didn't.
You could have said Wonder Woman. You had to say Superman.
No, but I'm just mean because he's impenetrable. That's what I'm saying. It's because he's impenetrable. Impenetrable is what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant it because he's
Murray, hold on, Murray. It's okay. You can use this platform to come out. It is pink.
Sorry, I just lost you guys on audio there. What was that?
It's okay. I said Murray can use Sia Live to come out. We're accepting of all on Sia. It's okay, Murray. We love you. It's okay.
Bro, I love you either way.
I meant it because he's impenetrable. They came to my man, you could skewer. Like, fuck me. Everything you see, it's your fault for turning everything all gay and shit. It's just where your mind goes.
Do you see what I'm saying, bro?
I do.
Do you see what I'm saying? And people think I'm trying to be funny. I'm not. I just repeat what he says. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So anyway, that sounds like a pretty cool drink. I actually want to try it.
Yeah, it is good.
But
just don't try it with Murray on the beach because I don't know how that's going to
fuck that.
You will not be Superman. You will be Penn. You are Penn.
Wait a second. Supposedly, Dan is Superman in bed.
Yeah, and I don't want you to be Doomsday, Murray. I don't want you to be Doomsday. Okay.
I skewer you.
Speaking of which, of superheroes, have either of you guys seen Thor?
I did. I actually
the new one. No.
I actually went on Sunday by myself, like a loser, because I have no friends, and I went to 12:30 showing, and I fucking loved it, dude.
Dude, it's a great movie, right?
Dude, is it the girl who played Valkyrie? Is that Tessa Thompson or whatever?
Oh, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, dude, you know what's crazy? She's the type of girl that initially you're not like, oh, because she was in Creed. You're like, she's okay looking, but she grows on you.
Oh, fuck, that's right. She was in Creed.
Yeah, that's the chick in Creed.
I'm even bigger of a fan now.
Yeah, and like she's a type of chick that like I said, she grows on you. What she's like girl next door pretty. Like she's not like
certainly grows on me. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude, she's hot, man. And then you really look at her, and she's got some of the best slips, man, bro.
Bro, when she came out of the ship the first time,
drunk,
and she was drunk, and she was just like wrecking shit, telling people what the fuck to do as she's drunk, but she was still composed. I was like, I think I'm in love right now.
Yeah, I know, dude. See, that's a real fucking woman. Where can I find a Valkyrie, bro?
Yeah, sign me up for that.
Yeah.
But I thought the movie was great. I was
funny
with
as hell.
The comedic timing. It was really good. It had a good plot. It had a great story.
Hulk cracked me up at the end with them. It's just funny because Dad had to play, or like Thor had to play Dad. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
To
Can you not smash for just once?
Yeah, can you stop smashing? Yeah, but big monster.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
it was good.
Yeah,
when is Justice League coming out?
Well, I was watching a little bit earlier. That's why I'm wearing the Batman hat. They're doing the red carpet right now, and it comes out on the 17th, which is Friday. So it's probably a Thursday night showing as well.
Justice League's going to try to take the crown from the Avengers, but it's not going to happen.
You know what? No, for sure. But I'm a fan of DC and I'm a fan of Marvel. I'm not one of those guys who can.
Same.
Yeah, because honestly, my favorite character. One of the favorite characters of all time is Batman. At the end of the day, just love fucking Batman. You know what I mean? So, because he's the most relatable. I mean, realistically, he's dark and brooding. He's a human, but he's like, super intelligent, and he's a billionaire. I mean, it's pretty cool in a sense of like
relatable, yeah. Because we're all billionaires.
Well, I'm a billionaire, but I just meant relatable in the sense that his humanness of suffering and stuff like that. Where Superman is cool because he's powerful, but the problem with Superman is that he's almost too perfect, as a person. Like, it kind of makes him boring, where it's like...
Superman's kind of boring.
But yeah, when he shows up in this Justice League movie, when he comes back from the dead, that he's going to fucking own, like, because it's going to be like, everyone's going to be like, yeah, fucking,
Dan, we're static right now, bro?
No, I'm good now. I'm good. I heard your
Murray's raspy voice, I think.
Oh, that's just my raspy voice. That's my Batman voice.
You know what? You know who you remind me of, Marie, sometimes? Like a really, really, really big Harvey Weinstein. Not Weinstein. No, hold on. What's his name? Harvey...
Feinstein. Harvey Dent.
Feinstein. No, Harvey Feinstein.
Who's Harvey Feinstein?
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yes.
That guy? Oh, we'll make you a mensch.
Oh, yeah. The guy that turned him into Miss Doubtfire, right?
Yeah, like Harvey Feinstein, like went to the gym and worked out. That's Murray.
I'm like, fabulous, guys.
Yes.
The thing is, those type of characters was when I did Second City. Those were my bread and butter.
Yeah,
because
of course they were.
Because of my because of my look with the tattoos and everything else. Having those kind of more flamboyant characters were the ones I'd always play because it always threw people off and it was funnier because you wouldn't expect me to do it.
No, of course. You expect me to be like a big macho guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I go completely the exact opposite of it, and it played well. So I mean,
that's one thing I like about you is like you like if someone looks at you, you're an ex-cop, tattoos, big guy. You're like, he's probably like some racist dick. But you're like me in the sense, like you'll joke about everything, nothing's off limits. But at the end of the day, you don't give a shit about like any little surface difference. You like treat everyone the same, and I like that. That's a good quality. But see, they don't want to paint people like us that way.
Yeah. They want to paint you as something more. Something like something evil.
You have a right of center view on certain things, or even just a center view on certain things.
Yeah. I always think, man, like I said, at the end of the day, like left, whether you're whatever you want to call it, left wing, right wing, right? At the end of the day, the middle of the bird is where the truth lies. It's the gray area.
Exactly. Well, I always say I'm a liberal with a brain and a conservative with a heart.
There you go. Exactly. No, exactly, man. Like, I think that's the best way to be. And I mean, at the end of the day, you always have to look at everything with detachment and without the ego. And that's the hardest part because, we live in, like we were talking about this before, with duality. And, the duality of, we have the ego and then we have the spiritual side of us. And you have to most people always react to situations using their ego as opposed to detaching and going, hey, let me take away all my past experiences, my ego, my pride, and every other thing. Take it away and just kind of see from both sides and just go from there. At the end of the day, I mean, no matter what, stories are never completely accurate, 100% accurate anyway. I mean, they'll never will be because everyone experiences things different, right? It's all just, it's all just thrown together by the subconscious mind and how you experience it. So, I mean, that's why you just say only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah.
I mean, and so even with all the craziness here in Hollywood and all this stuff, I'm not going to go around. I can't condemn someone unless I was present and or I knew the proper facts. But we'll never really know. So I can't really emotionally. I can't go, and we can laugh and joke about it and some stuff. If it's true, then yeah, it's wrong. But at the end of the day,
agreed.
I'm not gonna hang a person until I'm going to hang a person anyway. You know what I mean? They're human. Humans make mistakes and they fuck up. And that's the big thing about it, is that people don't realize that we're on this planet to fuck up and make mistakes and get better from them and grow from them. So,
yeah.
So
we're going to have to...
If you're...
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
So I was going to say, it was totally off topic. If you were going to pick one place in the world to travel to next month, where would it be?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Place to travel to? I would like to go to like a fucking Buddhist temple or something. Literally like where the monks are at and literally do like a spiritual retreat and like literally like
with all dudes.
Dude, I would want to. Have you seen Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
I want to go to that part where I can do some astral projection and fly around and go and just completely do ridiculous stuff. Get fucked up on Hiawatha, maybe go down to Peru and you know what I mean? Like just kind of experience some outer body stuff. But yeah.
You want to get really high in Peru.
Yeah.
Murray's answer.
In Peru.
That's all you could have said. You didn't have to mention the monks.
No, because that's where I want to learn.
The monks make it deep. Like if he doesn't want to get high in Peru, we think he's a douchebag. But if he goes to the monks with him, then it's okay. He's deep. He's a deep guy.
I want to be Dr. Strange.
Yeah, you are Dr. Strange.
He's pretty badass. I liked him in the movie.
He's good.
Yeah, he was cool. He was
Benedict Cumberbatch. Or Cumberbatch. Patch or Batch?
What about you, Jace?
Dude, I've been to the southern hemisphere. I've been to Peru. I was there on business for SIA. Synaptop, and SIA. But I never did any drugs down there because I don't do drugs. But I think I'd go to New Zealand, man, or right now. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I heard New Zealand because now they're going into summertime because they're different hemisphere, right?
So, dude, on the first day of summer for you guys, like on June 21st or whatever the fuck it was, I was in Peru, first day of winter. And they're all like, oh, it's so, my translator was like, oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. I'm like, dude, it's 19 degrees. How is it fucking cold? It's beautiful.
Yeah. I'd be choked.
Yeah.
No, it's so cold.
That's called summer solstice, right? Solstice.
It was winter solstice. But it was the shortest day of the year down in Peru.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I was in Lima. It's cool, man. Lima's cool, man. Murray, you'd like it, man.
Yeah,
Lima,
I want to check that out.
City. Yeah, it's a really cool city.
How about Dan?
Fire Island, Mykonos?
I just want to go somewhere warm. I want to go somewhere warm.
Mykonos is warm.
Where's that?
Yeah.
Mykonos.
Where's that?
In the Greek island, man, the big gay Greek island.
Yeah, never been. I'm sure Murray's an exclusive member there. He probably has his name on the Hall of Fame over there, and you know, he would have to. He would have to be my tour guide if we did.
Could you? And my battle call would be more dicks.
Yeah, see,
that's my battle cry. We're going to war. That, you know what? How it wasn't actually the Spartans that beat up the Persians. It was me and my tribe of merry gentlemen.
Okay. You know what? Now I actually, because I know in the show description, Jace, like the only time I where I heard, oh, two married guys, this and that, I was like, oh, that's cool, that's nice. But now I've heard that come from Murray's term and how Murray puts it. Now I don't look at it the same anymore because now I'm gonna think that these two guys, you know what I mean? Murray, do you see what you do to me, bro? Two married men, like this and that. Like I thought it was cool.
Flexer Epeen.
See, oh yeah. The thing is, Dan is always
right.
Yeah, Dan is the Mr. Captain Competition. You want me to tell you about Dan? One night we got really drunk playing pool, and then he went to have a piss out by these. Remember these? The big porta potties. So
yeah.
So Dan's having a piss.
You're on your own with this one. You're on your own with this one.
There has to be at least 100 porta potties in this area. So his buddy Kamar was driving. He doesn't drink. So he's having. I don't know if he's
people out of this, bro. Like people's names.
It's not a sexual story. So anyway, he's having a piss. I don't even know if he's in the porta potty anymore. I think he's outside having a piss. And I'm like, I run by and I knock over the largest porta potty. It was like those double decker ones. And Dan, right, like a fucking Tasmanian devil, gets up and he's like, "Yeah, you think I can fucking do that? Hey, take this." So he starts running wide open while checking porta potties, and they're flying everywhere. Hey, these are like the person where you actually go inside the porta potty. And yes, Jason, you are a manager at that time.
Wait, that means you were a cop.
No recollection.
I think.
Wait a minute.
I might. Yeah, I think I still might have been a cop then when I was ripping apart porta potties. You get drunk. The next thing
it's exactly. Listen, bro. It's exactly what you say when you're giving people anything you say can and will be used against you.
So yeah.
Let's just stop this story where it's at because I don't even know how it goes, and you're on your own with this one, brother. But to go back to the question, I would love to be somewhere warm in December. I'm thinking somewhere South America. So I was thinking Brazil, Peru, Argentina, something like that. Because I do want to experience. Really?
Because of the mountains. I mean, like I figured Peru, even in the winter, was going to be like 25, but no, it was only 19. Right? They said they get like 15, but you're talking summer. But I think Colombia, man, would be sick, or like not Venezuela because of the famine and socialism and all that crap. But I mean, maybe Argentina would be sick. But yeah, if you're a fan, I said New Zealand. It's your story.
Yeah, New Zealand should be interesting. We actually have a friend from New Zealand.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Listen, I noticed the leg, and then we ended up interrupting one another. You're just like, oh no, you go. Oh no, I go. You go.
Yeah, but actually, we're getting to that time where we're gonna have to shut this one down because it's gonna end. It is gonna end because it's programmed that way. Right. So, final thoughts, Murray. You want to give us an advice for the week? I know that's what you like to do.
Good. Okay, guys, a good read. Imagining the world into existence. All right. So basically, it's the ancient Egyptian manual to consciousness. Great book. It's quite deep. Talks about the Egyptians and how they thoughts creating reality. It's hardcore shit. So check this book out.
Nice.
It's by Normandy Ellis.
Normandy Ellis.
Normandy Ellis. So yeah. Okay. So why don't we do
my challenge?
Challenge. I was just gonna say, let's do a challenge.
My challenge for the week until next episode is to go no fap, but not hardcore. If the ladies do come by, of course.
Brooks hardcore. Brooks is like, I'm going from hardcore to medium core because I have a girlfriend now. It's like, okay, Brooks.
Yeah.
Medium.
So core. I'm just saying, just no porn.
Yeah, but no, but I don't. But no, but hold on. I'm dead against that anyway. I think that stuff is toxic for you. Seriously, I really do.
It is really toxic, but it's
terrible.
I mean, it is toxic for sure. I mean, but at the same time, it's also fantastic.
Wait, 1 second. You think porn's toxic?
I think it's really bad. I think stay away from that. I agree with Brooks on that issue. I think
I want to debate you heavily on that. That's like watching game tape. That's like watching game tape another team's playing. Like, how are you supposed to improve your game without seeing game footage?
Practice, but make sure it's you practicing. No.
You know what, man?
I think you have to have the two.
Porn is like alcohol, man. You know what I mean? It has its good sides and its bad sides, in a sense of like, hey, hot chicks, yeah, you know. So, but it's like in alcohol, same thing, but it turns ugly girls pretty, and you do stupid shit on it. You know what I mean? They're both toxins, really. I mean, if they're both fucking.
Yeah, but I mean, but the thing is, like, I have not really been stupid, fall down drunk since probably I was hanging out with you guys on my birthday like 3 years ago. I was doing karaoke. Seriously, like, I don't think I've been that drunk. I don't think I've been. And when I did, no, you know what I did?
That chick bought me shots, and then Dan took them and drank them. I'll drink it, Murray.
Yeah,
he took all the shots that a girl bought me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think but like, that's years ago. Like, I don't get fall down drunk. I had wine with dinner, then I came on the show, like a glass, man. I've grown up a bit. I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 at the end of the month, boys.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, 30 on the 26th of November, dude.
You're only turning 30?
29, yeah, turning 30,
but
29.
Do you feel that's affected? Do you feel
no,
like as life has gone on, whatever? Do you feel that just mentally you don't want to drink more, or do you feel your body doesn't react the same?
Oh no, mentally, my body's the same. Like, I have I have had a few drinks. I just don't I don't really get that drunk. But no, like, I just mentally don't really want to get that drunk. Like, I'll have a bottle. Sometimes I'll have like a bottle and a half of wine or something. If I'm like between myself and someone else, or 2 bottles. My girlfriend and I will finish off some wine with dinner, but over a night, that's not really that much. I don't have a hangover when I wake up. I still go to the gym.
Yeah. No, man.
See, my problem, I suffer from more. And that means, like, I always got to push the limits. So it's like, even with drinking wine, I'm a big wine connoisseur. Well, not big, man. But in development.
When are you coming to Toronto, Dan?
I'll be there in December, mid-December.
Oh, dude, he wants to go somewhere warm for December. Fuck it, I'll go to Toronto.
Yeah.
What's that?
I like, you want to go somewhere warm for December, but no, you'll come to Toronto.
I will for the last part of December, for like New Year's and shit.
Nice. Yeah, you should do your family trip, right? But no, man, like, that's yeah. But that's I know with alcohol you're saying, like, that's the thing with me, and like Dan has the same thing where you always want more and always push the limits. So that's my problem, because I'll drink and 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 I won't fucking stop. But it's the after effects for me that scare me. It's it's the depression, anxiety, and all these things that I get from the hangover for 4 or 5 days afterwards. It fucks me horribly. So now with drinking, I like to do it on more or less like special occasions, and like, if it's, let's say we do a big movie premiere, we're like, we crushed it, and we go home and get drunk. I mean, that's fun, right? But to get drunk just because it's a weekend, like I used to do, or even just because it was Wednesday night, which was common, I just can't I just can't do that anymore, because mentally it fucks me up, man. So, dude,
that's what I'm saying, man. Like, there's certain things like we know that are not excellent for us, so that's why I minimize them. But then there's certain things I think are toxic. I'm sticking with my point. I know you guys don't agree. I think porn is toxic, and stay away from it.
No. I totally agree with you. I mean, there's definitely some effects to it.
I agree. I think everything in moderation. And so, like, example, if like I know I got a game coming up, I'm gonna watch some film. I'm going to watch some film. I'm going to try to work on my offense, and so I can perform when the occasion arises. So I think that's a benefit of having it there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's not like, it's not even real. Like it's all fake shit. So it's like, you're
I make it a reality.
Hold on. We're watching football.
Cool angles. Cool angles.
Shoots across there. Yeah, cool angles.
It's cool angles, man. Jasmine Webb, right? Dan?
Dude, some
God
of the
bless her
camera
soul.
work. Okay, listen, Murray, you know me. I'm big on camera angles. Some of
Yep.
the camera angles and production value on some of the stuff that's coming out right now
Yeah,
is
man.
absolutely amazing.
Vixen, Tushy.
Like 4K quality.
Yeah, dude. They got the 4K
Like, they're
porn.
using
It's
GoPros
phenomenal.
now.
Oh yeah, they can afford a good camera because there's perverts like you who's shelling out paying for it while by watching.
But the thing is, though, dude, one problem with 4K though, 4K is that if there's a little pimple on that ass cheek, we can see it in 4K. It's like, oh, it's starting to get a little pustule. I'm like, you might want to edit that out in a post. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money. Dude, I honestly thought, I said, with my whole acting career, I said if it didn't pan out, I would fucking become a porn director producer. Because, I'd sit there and just be like, because there's so much money in it. I spend my day with porn stars, lots of cocaine, and just make movies. And I'm kidding.
Ex-cop, everyone.
I would love us to have a porn director, not like a porn star, cool, but
yes,
a porn director on the show.
We should actually get one on and actually talk. We should actually find someone to come on and talk about the direction of porn.
I'm so fascinated. Like, what do they do? Like, is the director going to be like, hey, listen, I don't really feel you're putting your best effort right now as you're bent over. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, how do they direct the talent?
How do they give a notice? What you're asking?
Yeah. No, for sure. No. It's definitely a crazy fucking industry for sure, man. I mean, Yeah, well, it's a fascinating industry, that's for sure. So
I'd be happy to get one for you to talk with. I actually think it would be a good crossover episode to get Brooks.
That's what we're thinking.
Let's see if we can make it happen. You guys facilitated a debate. Yeah. Now, I think personally it would be a good time to do it when you're when Dan and Murray, you guys are both in the same city, so you guys can be actually on the same camera, and we can get we can have and we'll try to get lots of people to call in and get their opinions.
Yep.
So make it a call-in show.
Yeah, let's do it in December.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can. Yeah. So let's start brainstorming on who you want to get. But honestly, I like the idea if we have Brooks Palmer on, just because it would be a good way to to show both sides. Because I'm on the side on this side, and I think it'd be interesting to hear both sides of that argument.
Yeah, no, for sure, that'd be really cool. I mean, I would love to even have like a porn star, maybe male or female, and question them about their thoughts on how porn could be corrupting and damaging people, and to see what their thoughts are too on it.
Well,
and not just that, but what's their day-to-day life behind the camera? Not like, but like what's your how many days a week do you shoot? What do you do? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff would be kind of interesting as well.
Yeah, but I mean, there is a correlation.
Do you like puppy dogs? like what is your fucking? You know what I mean? So. I just like to get to know these ladies more.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah. God bless them.
Sir, if you want to know,
I send them a blessing.
There's an interview. There's an interview that they usually conduct before the video starts, and that's where you find out information.
Oh, you're talking or like behind the scenes when they're taking the shower. Yeah.
Jason's like, what are you guys doing right now? Okay, Jason, we'll wrap it up, brother. You know me.
I do, and I know you both. And no, this is a good one. I like it. So we'll try to set up. That up because that would be actually an interesting episode to have the debate, both sides of that argument. And Brooks can tell us how medium level is going. By the way, which means he's definitely, he's getting something.
Yeah, well, I like to get him back on and really get back into really dive in more into the whole thing as well. Because I mean, that was our first episode. We were kind of feeling things out, having fun. I like to bring him back on and really kind of pick apart the puzzle and see what other things and other factors. So
actually, that's my favorite episode you guys did, by the way, because it was just he was so uncomfortable, and then he came at first, and then he was like comfortable, then he was uncomfortable, and he was comfortable.
Well, because he was
really pushing him.
And because he's from he goes to like a Christian school, like a prep school, and we're like, the shit we were talking about, like these old dirty perverts.
Yeah. No, he
who has sex before a month? Like that's disgusting. I was like, huh?
What?
Oh man.
I was like, I'm filthy.
Yeah, dude. You know what? Sunday, I'm going to church and I'm gonna repent. You know what I mean? I'm sitting down with the priest. Father,
I'm down, Jason.
I have sinned. I have skewered Superman.
Oh gosh. Back to that.
Back to what? What?
Bro.
Superman.
Wait a second. I said that out loud?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I can't wait till we're in the same studio.
In this fantasy, is Dan Superman?
No, I don't want to be. I don't even want you to. I don't even want to be a part. I don't even want to be in the sentence.
I'll be honest with you, he's too short.
Oh, so I'm not your type? Murray, so I'm not your type. So are you height shaming me right now, Mr. Mr. What the hell do you call yourself? Political what? Political.
What is it? I'm a social justice warrior.
So you're height shaming me right now, really?
Yes, I am.
You have something against us?
I'm putting down to use my book that you're using words that are triggering me.
Dude, I'm just gonna say this right now, Murray. My girlfriend would height shame all three of us.
Yeah,
her whole family would height shame us.
How tall is she?
She's like 6'2". Her mom's 6'1". Her sister's 6'2", and her dad's 6'4". They're all like.
Okay, so did you actually? Is she Amazonian?
What? Yeah, basically, that's what I call her.
So do you guys have like? Oh man, she fucks you.
Jason's a stud. Jason's a stud. No. He's got the beard. No.
He probably curls up in a ball like a little baby. He's like,
nah.
Cradle me, mommy. Cradle me.
Because listen. You can't be insecure to be dating a girl like that.
Exactly. That's what I say.
Dude.
That's what she said to me. First date, and I said, if I was an insecure little guy, I would worry, but I'm not. So
she's 6'2", barefoot, and when she wears heels, she's like 6'5".
Yeah.
Shit, does she model? Does she slim?
Yeah.
Like
at least that's
actually.
What's that?
She used to be CBSA. No, she's like tough. I like it. Her dad's a hunter. She's from the country. She used to deport rapists.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Now she wants to be a nurse. So she's almost one more year in nursing school.
Good for her. That's a good career. Yeah. Very important. But that's awesome, man. That's actually kind of cool. Dude, personally, I don't. It's actually women that do most of the height shaming anyway.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter, man.
Doesn't bother me.
I made that up, height shaming, bro. It was meant to be a serious topic.
But height shaming is a thing.
Dude, Dan.
It's a shame.
Oh my god. Okay, I was joking.
But dude.
I'm a midget. I know that.
It's okay, Dan. How tall are you, by the way?
5 foot.
No, fuck off. How tall are you?
5'6".
That's what I thought. 5'6", 5'7".
5'7". Yeah.
5 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's crazy. She's tall. Man, she's tall, dude. But here's the thing, though, dude. There's a good thing about that. You get married, you have a bunch of kids, they have opportunities for sports.
That's what she says. You know what she says? She goes, because like I'm a pretty obnoxious dude, and I was the shortest kid in my high school until grade 12. Then I became taller than the average, but still, I'm like 5'11", 6 foot, but 5'11", not 6 foot. And she goes, well, we're gonna have really tall, obnoxious kids, and I'm like, yeah, at least they can stand up for themselves, you know.
Yeah, there you go. And dude,
physically and literally,
and you have Jewish blood, so they'll be good with money and saving.
Exactly.
So, fuck, dude, they're gonna be tall. No,
hold on. Investing. Hold on.
Investing.
I think YouTube is coming down on people who like make investment comments in their YouTube videos, so I'm not going to say too much. But I will say I've had a lot of luck with Shopify. Don't invest in them now because they're being weird. But my Shopify. It's up about 50%. I bought it back in February, but it's gone up. It went up to 80%. It dropped back down to 50. But then my brother just told me about a stock called Leaf. He invested like $500 a few months ago. It's a Canadian medical marijuana company.
Nice.
And it's up 105%. I bought some the other day. It's up 12%. Yeah. And like, I mean, there's some good, like McDonald's is like, I invested in McDonald's. I had a lot of luck, but I'm not telling anyone to invest now because I think we're not supposed to. And B, just because the market's being weird now, I don't know if it's overinflated, but man, I invested back in February, quite a bit of money, and I'm doing well for myself.
A lot of people are actually investing in gold and silver now too. Like just having actual something
Yeah, I've heard
to
that.
back up the currency, because if you look at money, what actually it is, it's printed off, but I mean, it comes to the Federal Reserve. It's all just debt circulating.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah.
nothing. There's no before back in the day. You know, whatever money you had, there had to be a piece of gold or silver backing it up to make it worth that amount. I can't remember the actual, you know, the actual money, like the value of what it was, but it had to equal each other and how much gold it was to match the dollar, the $10 and stuff like that. But they had to back it up, and that completely, they got rid of that, right? And then that was like, hey, money, and they just kind of basically type it up in the computer and then print it out and goes wherever. But it's all just debt, you know?
Yeah.
Jace, we should definitely grab some wine when I'm in town, because it's
Definitely.
so funny. A lot of those same stocks that you're talking about, I definitely have some experience in. Another one, now that we won't go in length, is Rick Simpson oil. I'm sure you heard about that one.
I did Pembina, and it's a pipeline. I didn't do the oil, but I'll take a look at that. I know we can't talk like if for the YouTube restream, for any legal reasons we can't talk about. I'm pretty sure we can't give any advice, but
that's cool.
Yeah, let's talk about it over wine off camera.
Yeah, are you a red or white guy?
A red.
That's
red,
racist.
Nice.
White's for chicks.
That's racist.
Yeah,
red, eh? It's like the Redskins. I get it. I get it.
I like Malbec. I like Portuguese wine is the shit. I'm really into Portuguese wine right now. After I went to Portugal this summer, I went to Lisbon and Rome, and fuck, I love Lisbon. Check it out if you've not been to Portugal.
Well, I'll just stick to my redneck roots, and I'll have a Budweiser. Hey how?
Of course you will. All right, man. Boys. I gotta get to hot yoga anyway.
Oh gosh. Final thoughts before Dan goes,
bro.
Okay. I don't know if Murray's frozen or just pulling the face.
That's fine. If he is, he's it. There's some very good-looking women in my hot yoga class.
Yeah, I did yoga for a while.
My flexibility, like, it's great. Nothing but great benefits of it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
he's frozen.
So,
we
I
got
think he's just pulling a face. I think he's just pulling a face.
He's really good at holding the retarded face for that length period of time.
Yeah, well, he's born with it, right? So I mean,
I know his parents watch, so I don't think he got his looks from his parents.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's definitely frozen.
Final thought: no, he's not frozen. No way. No way he froze that perfectly.
That's pretty epic. Yeah, that's pretty epic.
No way he froze that perfectly. Let's see. I'm gonna put him in the main window, but maybe it is frozen. Oh man, it was frozen. He totally froze.
Nice, and we got the photo, so we're good.
Okay, good. Nicely done, right there.
Yeah. Let's go, Jace.
All right, man. Final thought, Dan. I'll let you take it.
So mine would be, in recap, was the no fap challenge that I did. I did it amongst myself personally, just for 7 days. I challenged a good friend of mine as well, not to do no fap, but to do something that he was lacking in for 7 days. So along those lines, it would be to challenge you and a friend to do something out of your comfort zone that you haven't done for the next 7 days, and just do a recap with one another.
You know what's a good one? I'm going to tell you this one.
Tell me.
You probably don't have time, but try to do it. Go around and do like at night or even in the daytime, and do like a walk through your community for homeless people. Instead of just giving them money, have a chat with them. Seriously, they'll appreciate that more. I try to do that as much as I can, and like talk to them, because people, they walk by them, they like step on them, they step over them, they treat them like they're not there. So you know what? Especially ever coming up to the Christmas season, reach out to someone on the street who's homeless, who's down on their luck, or even if they're mentally ill.
Seeing that we're on that thought, let's organize something for December when I'm in town, and we could do something like that. I'll do it with you.
Definitely. I'm totally down. So Murray just sent me a text saying he did actually freeze, and he froze in a retarded face.
Yeah.
I thought he was just holding the Budweiser face. All right. Well, let's get Murray's butterfly gone, and then I'll see you. We'll see you next week on you and Murray and your guest. I probably won't be with you, but so you guys will be there with your guest, and I'll be off camera making sure everything is smooth.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, later, guys. Thanks.
All right, man. We'll talk soon.
For sure. Bye-bye.
Synaptop, what could that be? A place to share music, media, notes, and movies to see. Every app imaginable for you and your peers. So no need to fear, Synaptop is here.
On Synaptop, talking to celebrities is as easy as clicking a button. Actually, it's as easy as clicking that button right down there. Don't worry, I'll wait till you find it. Once you've clicked it, hang tight and wait to be selected for an interview. It's so that we know you're safe for live chat. Once you've passed the interview,